Imagine you're relaxing next to a serene lake. In the middle of that lake swims a single swan, majestic and beautiful. It swims gracefully atop the water, hardly causing a ripple. In the distance, you see the swan's destination, a group of young cygnets waiting patiently for their mother to return. The swan constantly sets an example, always the image of her expectations, always patient, always supportive, always graceful. Well, my Aunt Eunice is that swan, and I am her eager cygnet. I've always strived to be like my Aunt Eunice. With a quiet confidence and a subtle air of authority, my Aunt Eunice has always modeled the hard work, dedication, and persistence it takes to become a successful woman. As a single parent, my Aunt Eunice pursued a career with St. Louis County Police and with the security department at Boeing International. And this was all while raising her son, her granddaughter, and me. I remember growing up, she always packed my lunch for school. She always made sure that my dinner was piping hot no matter what time I got home. So even in high school, when I'd come home late after a volleyball game or if I had to work the late shift, there was always something hot and waiting for me. Even after 9/11, that was a really hard time, not just for the country, but for our home life. She easily worked 17 or 18-hour days, and somehow my laundry was still washed and folded and waiting for me to put away, and my dinner was still prepared, and my lunch or my lunch money was always waiting out for me. So even though she had a ton of work responsibility, somehow she was always able to manage her parenting responsibilities as well. I mean, she even continued her education while juggling a full-time job in parenting. I remember so often, I was maybe as young as the third grade, sharing a table with her after dinner, with our papers and books strewn about, and her stopping every now and then to help me with my homework or with the project. I mean, even in high school, we'd sit next to each other and edit each other's papers. She's always provided guidance and support as well. She was an instrumental part of helping me choose a college to go to. I was sort of overwhelmed with the entire process. I was young and eager and just really itching to get out there. So she stopped me and we took a step back and we sat down and she helped me organize my thoughts and organize the information about my top schools. And she helped me sort of weigh the pros and cons, and eventually I ended up with a place that just fit perfect for me. And I could always depend on her to be an objective and patient and just open set of ears. Whenever I had a problem or an issue, or maybe my friends were going through something and I just needed to talk to someone who had that experience, my aunt was always there for me to provide that support that I needed growing up. So my aunt is constantly and consistently modeled the type of woman she wants me to be. She's hardworking and patient and understanding and kind, and like that swan, she moves about life with a grace and elegance that's really hard to find nowadays. And like that swan, she may not make a really big splash, but her presence is always acknowledged and appreciated. So my hope is that I can become half the woman that my aunt is.